Have you ever found yourself in the kitchen, staring at a bag of chips or reaching for that sweet treat, even though you know you're not actually hungry? We've all been there. Those cravings that seem to come out of nowhere, often leaving us feeling frustrated and a little powerless. And let's face it, as we age, those cravings can become harder to ignore. So why do these cravings get stronger as we get older? It's not just about willpower. Our bodies change over time, and so do the signals they send us. Hormonal shifts, changes in metabolism, and even the way our brains process hunger can all contribute to those persistent cravings. But don't worry. Today we're going to talk about how you can crush those cravings with some senior-friendly snacks that not only taste great, but are also good for you. Trust me, the right snacks can help keep your blood sugar levels balanced, improve energy, and even make you feel fuller longer, which helps reduce that pesky urge to snack mindlessly. Now, before we dive in, I want to remind you that this video is for informational purposes only. Everyone's health is different, so it's always a good idea to consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider before making any major changes to your diet or routine. The science behind healthy aging is constantly evolving, and what works for one person might not work for another. Alright, with that said, let's start by talking about the first snack that can really make a difference when it comes to curbing cravings: protein-packed snacks. You might have heard before that protein is important for muscle health, especially as we age. But did you know that it can also help keep your cravings in check? The reason is simple. Protein helps stabilize your blood sugar levels, making you feel full and satisfied for longer periods. This is especially important because our blood sugar tends to fluctuate more as we get older, leading to those energy dips that often trigger cravings. Now, you don't have to go overboard and start chowing down on huge portions of meat or protein bars. In fact, you don't need a lot of protein to get its benefits. Just a small serving of something like Greek yogurt, a handful of nuts, or even a boiled egg can make a huge difference in how you feel. I know someone who started adding a hard-boiled egg as a snack between meals, and it helped him stop reaching for sugary snacks in the afternoon. He told me, "It's amazing how something so simple could make such a difference in my energy and cravings." It's not just about the protein. It's about feeling in control of your hunger, which is empowering, especially when you're working toward better health. So let's say you're not a big fan of eggs or yogurt. No worries, there are plenty of other options. For example, nuts and seeds are great choices because they're not only packed with protein, but also healthy fats and fiber, both of which help keep you satisfied longer. Almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, or even pumpkin seeds make for an easy, on-the-go snack that helps balance your blood sugar. Plus, they're full of essential vitamins and minerals that support heart health and brain function, two things we all want to take care of as we age. Another snack that can help curb cravings is vegetable sticks with hummus. The crunch of the vegetables and the richness of the hummus provide a satisfying combination. Hummus is made from chickpeas, which are high in fiber and protein, while the vegetables provide water and fiber to keep your digestive system happy. Together, they create a snack that is filling and nourishing, without the blood sugar spikes that come from more processed options. Now, we've covered protein-rich snacks, but let's talk about something else that's just as important: hydration. You might be surprised to hear that sometimes our cravings aren't actually due to hunger at all. Often we mistake thirst for hunger, which can lead us to reach for sugary or salty snacks. Staying hydrated is key for controlling cravings, and it's especially important as we age. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, confusion, and even irritability, all of which can trigger those cravings for quick energy. Water is always the best choice, but if you're looking for something a little more exciting, you can try infusing your water with fruits, herbs, or even a splash of lemon or cucumber. Herbal teas are another great option. Not only do they keep you hydrated, but many herbal teas, like peppermint or chamomile, can have a soothing effect that helps calm the mind and reduce emotional eating. I remember a woman I met named Carol, who told me that she used to reach for cookies and chips when she felt a craving. But after starting to drink more water, especially herbal teas, her cravings started to disappear. She said, "It was a game changer for me. I never realized how much I was dehydrated, and now I feel so much better." With that in mind, don't underestimate the power of a well-balanced drink. Even a cup of green tea can offer additional benefits by boosting metabolism, promoting fat burning, and even providing antioxidants that support overall health. Let's not forget about fiber, which plays a huge role in keeping your hunger in check. Fiber is like nature's broom for your digestive system. It helps keep things moving, and it helps you feel full longer. So, instead of reaching for processed snacks, try incorporating more high-fiber foods into your diet. Think along the lines of apples with the skin on, or adding some chia seeds to your morning oatmeal. I had a friend, Doug, who started including more fiber in his diet after noticing that he was often feeling hungry just an hour after eating a meal. After adding more veggies and fruits to his snacks, he said, "The difference has been amazing. I feel fuller longer and don't feel the need to snack between meals." So there you have it, some of the best snacks to help crush those cravings and improve your overall well-being. By adding more protein, hydration, and fiber into your routine, you can start feeling more energized and in control of your cravings. And the best part is, these snacks are easy to prepare and perfect for a senior-friendly lifestyle. Now that you've learned some of the basics of curbing cravings, let's move on to even more powerful tips and tricks in the next video. You're already on the right track, and trust me, we've only just scratched the surface of how to feel your best as you age. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed learning about some tasty and healthy snack options to curb cravings. Now that we've covered protein, fiber, and hydration, let's dive into even more snack ideas that can keep you feeling satisfied and energized, without those sugar crashes or unnecessary snacking later in the day. Because here's the thing, the snacks you choose don't just affect how you feel in the moment, they also impact how you age and how your body functions long term. Let's talk about something that's so simple, but incredibly effective: whole grains. Now, I know you might be thinking, whole grains? Isn't that just bread and rice? And yes, that's part of it, but there's so much more to whole grains than you might realize. Foods like oats, quinoa, and brown rice are packed with complex carbohydrates, which are absorbed more slowly by your body. This helps keep your blood sugar levels stable, preventing those sugar spikes and crashes that can make cravings even worse. They also provide fiber, which we know is key for keeping you full and satisfied. A great snack idea could be a small bowl of oatmeal, perhaps with a handful of berries or a sprinkle of flax seeds for some extra omega-3s. Oatmeal is easy to prepare, comforting, and can be tailored to your taste. Plus, research shows that whole grains help lower the risk of heart disease, which is especially important as we age. I remember a woman named Linda who struggled with snacking throughout the day. She switched from refined grains to whole grains, and within a few weeks, she felt more balanced, and her cravings were reduced. She said, "I never realized how much energy I was missing by not eating whole grains. Now I feel so much better, and my energy lasts longer." Another snack that I'm really excited about is avocados. Avocados are not only delicious, but also packed with healthy fats. These fats are great for your heart, and help keep you full without causing a spike in blood sugar. Plus, avocados are rich in potassium, which helps balance out sodium and supports healthy blood pressure levels. A simple avocado snack could be a slice of avocado on whole grain toast or a small avocado salad. You can even pair it with some veggies for a satisfying crunch. I know one gentleman, Jim, who started eating half an avocado with his lunch every day. He told me, "I was skeptical at first, but now I can't imagine my meals without it. I feel fuller, my skin looks better, and I don't crave junk food nearly as much." Now, we've talked a lot about what to eat, but what about how you eat? Here's a little trick: mindful eating. Often we snack because we're bored, stressed, or simply because food is in front of us. But when you practice mindful eating, you tune into your body's true hunger signals. This means really paying attention to how food tastes, how it feels in your mouth, and whether you're actually hungry or just eating out of habit. Mindful eating isn't just about taking smaller bites. It's about creating an environment where you can truly enjoy your food. For example, take a moment before eating to check in with yourself. Am I truly hungry, or am I just craving something to eat out of stress or boredom? Studies show that people who practice mindful eating are more likely to make healthier food choices and feel more satisfied after meals, which can reduce the urge to snack. I've seen it work wonders for people. Sarah, a woman in her 70s, told me that by simply slowing down and focusing on her food, she stopped overeating. I was amazed at how much more satisfied I felt when I wasn't just scarfing down my food. It's made a huge difference in my cravings and overall enjoyment of meals. Another snack option to help curb those cravings and give you a nutritional boost is low-fat cottage cheese. It's an often overlooked snack, but cottage cheese is an excellent source of protein and calcium. Calcium is essential for maintaining bone health as we age, and the protein in cottage cheese can help you stay full between meals. Pairing cottage cheese with some fresh fruit like pineapple or berries creates a balanced snack that's not only satisfying, but also great for your digestion. The combination of protein, carbs, and fiber keeps your blood sugar steady and prevents those energy dips that can lead to cravings. I had a friend, Robert, who used to snack on chips all afternoon, but after switching to a bowl of cottage cheese with fruit, he noticed a significant change in his cravings. He said, "I don't feel the urge to snack constantly anymore. And the best part is, I'm getting so much more nutrition from my snacks now." Dark chocolate is another treat that can be a game changer in your snack routine. Yes, you read that right, dark chocolate. But before you get too excited and grab a candy bar, let me explain. Dark chocolate with a high cocoa content, 70% or more, has been shown to have numerous health benefits. It's rich in antioxidants, can improve heart health, and even boosts your mood. But here's the key: moderation is everything. A small piece of dark chocolate is enough to satisfy your sweet tooth without derailing your health goals. What makes dark chocolate so great for curbing cravings is its ability to stimulate the release of endorphins, those feel-good hormones. When eaten in moderation, dark chocolate can give you that indulgent feeling without the sugar crash that comes from other sweets. A square or two of high-quality dark chocolate after a meal can be a great way to satisfy your cravings in a healthier way. I know this one is a fan favorite. My friend Lily swears by it. I have a little piece of dark chocolate in the evening when I want something sweet, and it's enough to keep me from reaching for a bowl of ice cream, she told me. So now that we've got some snacks to help curb cravings, I want to leave you with one last tip before we wrap up. Don't skip meals. It might seem like a good idea to skip a meal to avoid snacking, but this often leads to overeating later. Make sure you're eating balanced meals throughout the day to keep your metabolism steady and your cravings under control. This will also help regulate your blood sugar and provide you with the energy you need to keep going strong. Alright, with all these snack ideas, you're well on your way to taking control of your cravings. But before we go, let's talk about something even more powerful: how to stay motivated and overcome those challenges that often get in the way of making healthy choices. Now that we've covered some fantastic snack ideas and simple strategies to curb cravings, let's talk about staying motivated. Because let's be real, we all have those days when it feels easier to reach for the junk food than to stick to our healthy habits. But the truth is, staying on track with your nutrition doesn't have to be an uphill battle. It's all about making small, manageable changes that fit into your lifestyle, and most importantly, keeping a positive mindset. If you're enjoying this so far, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We share practical, science-backed tips to help you live your healthiest life as you age, and you won't want to miss out on more videos like this one. So let's dive into overcoming some of the common struggles that seniors face when it comes to staying on track with healthy snacks and meals. One of the biggest challenges is motivation. You might be thinking, I know what I should be eating, but I just don't have the energy to keep up with it all. Trust me, you're not alone in feeling this way. But here's the thing, motivation doesn't always come first. Sometimes you have to take the first step and trust that the motivation will follow. For example, I once met a man named Paul who struggled with energy and motivation for years. He found it hard to stick to a healthy eating plan because he was always feeling tired. But one day, he made a commitment to himself to start small. He swapped one of his regular snacks for something healthier, like a handful of nuts instead of chips. And you know what? Over time, that simple change became a habit. Paul noticed he had more energy and felt more motivated to make other healthier choices. He told me, "Once I saw the results, I didn't want to go back to my old ways." You might be thinking, but what if I don't have the willpower to stick to healthy snacks every day? Well, here's the good news. You don't need perfect willpower. You just need to make your healthy options the easy choice. Set yourself up for success by having healthy snacks readily available. Pre-portioning things like nuts, veggies, or yogurt in small containers makes it easier to grab when you're feeling hungry, and it takes the guesswork out of the equation. Plus, having these snacks within arm's reach makes them much more likely to be your go-to choice rather than reaching for something less healthy. Let's take a moment to talk about support. Having someone by your side, whether it's a friend, family member, or even an online community, can make all the difference in sticking to your healthy eating habits. I've seen it countless times. When people have a buddy to keep them accountable, they're much more likely to stay on track. This can be as simple as sharing your snack choices with a friend or challenging each other to try new healthy recipes together. Support doesn't have to be complicated. It can be a simple text or phone call to check in and share your progress. Another strategy that really works for staying motivated is tracking your progress. Whether it's writing down the snacks you're eating, keeping a journal of how you're feeling, or even snapping pictures of your meals, tracking can help you stay accountable. It allows you to see how far you've come, and that can be incredibly motivating. And don't forget to celebrate the small wins. Maybe you've gone a whole week without giving in to a sugar craving, or you found a new snack recipe you absolutely love. Take a moment to acknowledge that success. But it's not just about willpower and motivation. It's about being kind to yourself when you slip up. Yes, we all have those moments when we indulge in something less than ideal. But what's important is how we respond. Instead of beating yourself up, treat it as an opportunity to learn and move forward. Remind yourself that making healthy choices is a journey, not a destination. Self-compassion can go a long way when it comes to maintaining healthy habits. In fact, studies show that people who are kind to themselves are more likely to succeed in long-term behavior changes than those who are overly critical. So, if you happen to have a moment where you give in to a craving, don't get discouraged. Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back on track. It's about progress, not perfection. Let's talk about finding joy in the process. This can be a game changer when it comes to sticking to healthy eating habits. If you're making healthy snacks feel like a chore, it's going to be harder to stay motivated. But if you can find ways to make the process fun and enjoyable, it becomes something you look forward to. Try experimenting with new snack recipes or getting creative with the ingredients you already have. I've met people who enjoy making healthy snacks a social activity, whether it's having a snack prep day with friends or trying new recipes together. When you make the process fun, you're more likely to stay engaged and excited about your food choices. I know a lady named Helen who turned healthy snacking into a fun experience by creating a snack club with her grandkids. Every weekend, they would all come together and pick a new healthy recipe to try. She told me, "It's a way to bond with my grandkids, and I'm having so much fun while eating healthy. I never thought I could enjoy snacking like this." One last thing I want to leave you with is creating a routine. Having a regular meal and snack schedule can help your body get used to healthy eating patterns, and it makes it easier to avoid those impulsive cravings. By eating at consistent times throughout the day, your body knows when to expect nourishment, which helps reduce the urge to snack mindlessly. And if you find that you're tempted by something unhealthy, remind yourself that you've got a snack you've already planned for, something that will keep you satisfied and energized. To wrap things up, remember, you don't have to be perfect to make healthy changes in your life. It's about building small habits that can snowball into lasting changes. And while it may feel challenging at times, with the right mindset, support, and strategies in place, you can crush those cravings and nourish your body in the best way possible. As we wrap things up, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've just gone through. We've talked about how to make healthier snack choices, ways to fight those cravings, and strategies for staying motivated. But at the end of the day, the most important thing to remember is that small daily changes can lead to big results. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. It's about making little adjustments that work for your lifestyle, and over time, those adjustments can transform your health for the better. I want to leave you with a few final takeaways to keep in mind. First, it's not about being perfect. You're going to have days where you crave something sweet or salty, and that's okay. What matters is that you have the tools and strategies to handle those cravings when they come. You've got healthy snack options in your back pocket, and you've learned how to make them a part of your daily routine. Remember, as you age, your body changes, and so do your nutritional needs. But by listening to your body and making conscious, informed choices, you can manage those changes and stay on top of your health. And the beauty of this is that healthy eating doesn't have to be boring or tasteless. With a little creativity, healthy snacks can be delicious, satisfying, and fun. I know someone who had always struggled with finding the right snacks for her age. At first, she felt like everything was too hard to make or too bland to enjoy. But once she started experimenting with snacks like yogurt and fruit parfaits, or homemade energy bites with nuts and seeds, she found that eating healthy could actually be enjoyable. It wasn't about depriving herself, it was about feeling good and making choices that would benefit her long-term well-being. You might be wondering, what if I'm just not hungry for snacks? That's completely normal. As we age, our appetites can change, and sometimes we just don't feel as hungry between meals. If you find that you're not craving snacks as much, there's no need to force it. Just make sure you're still getting the nutrients you need through your main meals. But when those hunger pangs do hit, you'll be ready with a satisfying, senior-friendly snack. Another important thing to keep in mind is that hydration plays a key role in cravings and hunger. Sometimes, when you feel a snack craving coming on, it could actually be your body signaling that it needs more water. Dehydration can sometimes be mistaken for hunger, so try drinking a glass of water first and see how you feel. I've seen people who have struggled with cravings discover that drinking more water throughout the day really helped them stay on track. Let's also not forget about the importance of balance in your meals and snacks. Eating a variety of nutrient-dense foods that provide protein, fiber, healthy fats, and vitamins is the best way to keep your body satisfied and energized throughout the day. And that's where those senior-friendly snacks we've discussed really shine. When you mix things like whole grains, fruits, veggies, nuts, and seeds, you're not just satisfying your cravings, you're fueling your body with the right nutrients it needs to stay strong, healthy, and sharp. It's also important to acknowledge that, yes, aging comes with its own set of challenges. As we get older, our metabolism tends to slow down, our muscle mass can decrease, and we might face issues like joint pain or digestive changes. But that doesn't mean you're doomed to a life of sluggishness and poor health. You have the power to age in a way that supports your well-being, and it starts with the choices you make every single day. For example, a study conducted by the National Institute on Aging found that people who made small, consistent changes to their diet, like increasing their intake of fruits and vegetables, had a significantly lower risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes. It's proof that small adjustments in your snack choices, when done regularly, can have a profound impact on your overall health. And that's something you can be proud of. Now, I know there are always going to be days when you feel tired, stressed, or less motivated than others. But those are the days when your mindset can make the biggest difference. If you go into it thinking, I can't do this, then chances are you won't. But if you go in with the mindset that every healthy choice, no matter how small, is a victory, then each day becomes an opportunity to feel better and do better. Here's a little challenge for you. Starting today, pick one snack from the list of senior-friendly options we've talked about. Make it your go-to snack for the next week, and notice how it makes you feel. Maybe you'll feel more energized, or you'll notice that your cravings are easier to manage. Keep track of how you feel, and make note of the changes. And most importantly, celebrate those small victories. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that it's okay to ask for help. If you're unsure about your nutritional needs or what snacks are best for you, talk to your doctor or a nutritionist. There's no shame in getting expert advice to help you on your journey to healthier aging. And always remember, you're not alone in this. Your health is in your hands. Every small step you take toward healthier eating and a more balanced lifestyle is a step in the right direction. You've got this, and I'm so proud of you for taking control of your health. Aging doesn't have to mean losing your vitality. It means living smarter and making choices that allow you to thrive. Underscore 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 underscore. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on more tips for healthy aging. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions for future topics or questions you want answered, drop them in the comments below. We're here to help, and your input could inspire our next video. Here's to living your best life at any age.